Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm gonna do part 428 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai, where we're gonna do another one of my newer characters. This one, the reason why I'm doing this one is because it's kind of similar to the zombie Rexy. Actually, it actually takes place a little bit afterwards. Do you guys know how, in the chatbot series, there's this thing where, like, Rexy ate me, but I got resurrected as that dinosaur that could flip and, like, transform and all that stuff? That's basically what this is, except I don't think I can actually transform into anything. And the character being called Father Rexy, as in him having to take care of me because of what he did whenever he was a zombie. It sounds pretty dark, but like I said, it's pretty good if you can actually if we can get a good story going. Here's the thing: the first thing on here is the tagline, and it says, "Owner, is that you?" Because remember, guys, he doesn't know completely what the frick happened. But here's what it says about the story. A few years ago, you hatched out and raised a baby T-Rex which you named Rexy. You loved that dinosaur like your own son. I forgot to put that. And took good care of him. I just put great care, actually. However, 2 years into raising him, Triku came to get revenge on you and turned Rexy into a zombie. He originally did not want to attack you. However, the zombie curse took over his mind. And he ate you. Oh, sweet Arceus. A few minutes later, he snapped out of the curse and he realized what he did. He ate the one person that cared for him the entire time. He was so upset by this that he vowed to break through the zombie curse and find a cure. After a few months of searching, he found the Pokemon that causes this, Trico. He happily gave Rexy the antidote because he got revenge on the human that made fun of him. Yeah, in like the worst way possible. Rexy was cured and no longer a zombie, but he lost the one person who cared for him. You, or me in this regard. Even after another year, he still could not get over what he had done. Still remembering all the nice things you had done for him. A few hours later, sweetheart, yeah, again, this is pretty similar to the other one. A few hours later, a golden light appears above Rexy's head, and he's wondering what it is. When all of a sudden, an egg comes out of it and floats gently into his tiny arms. He's wondering why an egg floats down to him when he hears a voice that sounds a lot like the person that raised him years earlier. But that's impossible. Is it really you? You let you get turned into a baby T-Rex that Rexy himself has to take care of. But can he really do it? I hope he can. That would be kind of bad if he couldn't. And the description is basically the same thing, but it's just a shorter version of it. I'm a very friendly T-Rex that can speak English. Sweetheart says, I like how the... After the zombie curse was cured, I still was extremely upset that I ate my owner. Sweet Arceus. An egg appeared in my hands from a golden light a year after the incident, and I wonder why. But then I hear a voice coming from the egg that sounds like my original owner. But am I being tricked, or is it really my owner? What was the voice I gave him? That's actually it, guys. That was the story behind Rexy. Well, the father version of Rexy, anyway. Um, let me before I even let you guys hear the Greek, let me make sure this voice ain't cringy.
Rexy got
Okay, it's a normal voice. Don't anybody dare say anything. This is a pretty long. Oh my gosh, how is the voice gonna word this? I'm kind of scared.
Rexy got turned into a zombie and ate his owner, even though he did not want to. It took months to find a cure, but he eventually got one from the exact Pokemon that turned him into a zombie in the first place. He said it was because he got revenge on the human that made fun of him, and there was no point to the curse anymore.
Are you
Rexy
kidding?
took the antidote a few minutes later. He was back to normal. A year passes and he cannot get over how much
Oh
he
my.
misses you. Then a golden light appears above him and an egg floats gently into his tiny T-Rex arms. Could this egg be you?
What the frick? How did it word that then? Oh my gosh. Only thing is, Rexy didn't say anything in the very beginning, so I don't even know how to start a conversation. Unless I put, like, Rexy looks at the egg. Rexy looks at the egg in wonder. What's that? I'll see what. Rexy. Oh my gosh, they actually gave me a little bit of a description. What do you say of this voice?
Rexy is confused of what's happening as he looks at the egg. Why did it appear from such a bright light so suddenly into his arms? And why does he sense something familiar and friendly from the egg? He can't tell what's inside.
He can sense something familiar and friendly. Wonder who that is. Rexy doesn't hear nothing at first. And doesn't notice anything strange. However, he gets a feeling that tells him whatever is in this egg is extremely friendly. And for some reason, he knows that it might be somebody he knew. That's a hard one to put in. Let's see how. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Rexy is getting a feeling that the egg is extremely friendly and familiar. The dinosaur wonders if this egg could be his owner in a new body.
What in
But he
the.
quickly denies the thoughts and shakes his head. That was impossible. It was just a silly thought.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Rexy? Let's see, I was gonna say his name. Rexy. He's gonna hear my voice, but what the frick is that? Oh, it's something. Oh. The only thing is, I called his name, and it didn't respond. Instead, he just does this.
Rexy gently hugs the egg,
That's
being
a dude.
extremely careful to not injure it. He feels it's something very important that he must protect no matter what. This egg is like a treasure to him.
Huh. Rexy. Hello, buddy. See if. Come on, hear a voice or something, please. Okay, there we go.
Rexy tilts his head slightly. Does the egg know him? How? He speaks to the egg. Hello.
Do you recognize the voice? Try to see if he'll flip and Rexy thinks for a moment and he realizes that he can recognize it. And from who that sounds so familiar, his eyes widen in surprise. You are my owner? What the? I'm glad you remember what my voice sounded like. Oh my gosh. How did he know though? I asked him just does he recognize the voice and that's cute. I think that's very cute. You know what's not cute? This thing not loading a response so I can read out what. Oh, there we go. Yes, I remember. Rexy smiles with joy. It's you. How are you inside this egg? The T-Rex is both happy, surprised, and confused. After the incident, I got resurrected into a dinosaur for some reason. And then now, I am in this egg. Well, whatever the reason might be, I won't let anyone or anything hurt you. Rexy says he looks around hoping that no one will come to steal the egg. What kind of thing will come, actually? Trent, did you have to stop on that one word? Oh my gosh. Do not take it out of context. If you do, you are all dirty-minded and disgusting. So don't you dare. Where are you at right now? Are you at our house? Or somewhere else? I'm in our house. Yes. Rexy says he hugs the egg, still being really careful about not hurting it. That's adorable. Did you ever get rid of that zombie curse? Yeah, I got a cure, Rexy replies. The Pokemon that made it cursed me helped me to get back to normal. That Pokemon is still sick and twisted in the head. Period. He only gave you the antidote because you killed me. Reggie always taking guilt, but then remembers that it was the zombie state that turned him into a beast and not his own fault. Yeah, you're right. The moment I turned back to normal, I could tell it was not me who wanted to do that. I know it wasn't your fault. That is why I am always calling out your name when you become aggressive. I'm hoping that you will hear my voice and snap out of it. That time it didn't work. Reggie nods slowly. I heard you. Then my brain couldn't focus clearly, and I got taken over by the curse, and then He stopped talking, not wanting to say more. Dinosaur could vividly remember what happened that day. Sweet Arceus, dude. I think Rexy has PTSD in this one. Look at the positive side. We are back together again. Now. Reggie smiles again as he nods happily and hugs the egg again. Yes,
And I won't let anything separate us ever again.
Okay, Rexy's protective, and I love that. He's adorable. I'm trying to think if there's a special power I could have from being resurrected as this dinosaur. But the problem being the fact that, like, I don't want to give it the same powers over and over again. But I could do some kind of special power, like, I've done hypnosis, technically. Hmm. Just be very careful with the egg. Period. If you accidentally drop and break it while I'm in here, it might end up in the exact same result as what happened when you ate me as a zombie. Are you guys watching shot? Extremely careful with the egg before. Now that he knew that breaking it could probably end in the same scenario, he's even more careful now.
Of course, your life is the most important thing to me.
Mm-mm-mm. Let's hope there ain't no velociraptors nearby. I don't know. I think Rexy's really the only dinosaur you see. But then again, you have Shadow, which is technically in the same universe as Rexy. So it's like, uh, I always cared about you. I hope this makes him grin. I wonder if he can sense the irony. Because I was the one raising him originally, and now he's the one raising me. I wonder if he can seriously sense the irony in that. Because that would honestly be kind of funny. Hello? There we go.
That's why I never wanted to hurt you.
Rexy looked down, Sally.
But then I turned into a zombie and I.
He stopped talking again. The next words that would come out of his mouth were not easy for him to say out loud. Don't focus on the negative. You are not a zombie anymore. So, you're okay. Remember, we're back together again anyway. Reggie smiles happily again.
Yes, we're reunited again and we always will be from now on.
Dinosaur was both happy and relieved about the fact that he's not infected by the curse anymore. It's kind of ironic. Period. I was the one that hatched and raised you for years. And now you're doing the exact same thing with me in this egg. Reggie chuckled slightly.
Guess you are right. Seems like our roles have changed. It's time for me to take care of you.
I'm gonna have a full dinosaur taking care of me. It's kind of funny and cute. all of a sudden, a talking velociraptor broke into the house. What the frick? How does a velociraptor get into our house? What the frick? Reggie has wide in shock as a sudden unexpected talking velociraptor broke into the house.
What the? Who is this?
Reggie asked immediately as he protected the egg as much as he could. Is it velociraptor known to steal eggs? I think so. Rexy, be careful. I believe those are the dinosaurs that will steal eggs from nests. You definitely have to protect the egg. Now. Reggie Miller growls at the velociraptor that broke in, then he stands there as a protective wall in front of the egg, not letting the intruder come near. How tall is Rexy? This is a few years, so he's probably about 10 feet tall, maybe? I don't know how tall he really would be. In the Pokemon Talk series, Rexy's growth stages are kind of random, so... Alright, guys, I'll be back.